Luxury, lifestyle, glamour, and palatial services for stars and the ultra-wealthy. An analysis from all corners of the globe. On one side, worlds of dreams and luxury for celebrities and wealthy clients. On the other side, the behind the scenes of a business with its codes, secrets, and star demands. In the heart of the French Alps, two luxury resorts wage a merciless war to compete for the stars. Megève, the elegant one, and Courchevel, the extravagant one. Everything sets them apart except luxury.
I have many friends in Courchevel who sell the same bottles of champagne and wine as we do here in Megève. They sell them for 3 to 4 times more than we do.
Megève, with its horse-drawn carriages, picture postcard village, and magnificent chalets, cultivates a very chic image.
It's true that we realize we pack both a ski suit and a little evening dress when we come to Megève.
This is where celebrities love to come and hide away. Carla and Nicolas Sarkozy were even spotted here on Valentine's Day. Its rival, the trendy Courchevel, bets on excess with the highest concentration of luxury hotels, Michelin-starred restaurants, and spas. And behind the scenes, the battle between these two villages continues to rage on. You'll see how Megève has skillfully exploited its history and turned the mountain style into a very lucrative business. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes.
Yes. And it's huge.
Courchevel retaliates by bending over backwards to attract the latest nouveau riche, the Russian billionaires. A dive into the world of celebrities, billionaires, and those who serve them. An extraordinary world where all dreams are possible as long as you're a star. Megève, the chicest resort in Haute-Savoie. Tonight is the opening of the ski season. And here, as luxury and prestige demand, a famous Austrian jeweler is in charge of the Christmas lights. A huge 36-foot-tall Christmas tree, adorned with 3,000 crystal stars. For the past week, the 30 or so members of the jeweler's team have been busy in the village square.
The last thing we need to check is the buzzer and the rotation.
4,000 people are expected for this lighting ceremony. A major operation that's making the town's mayor a bit nervous.
We're both going up, but where exactly?
If the jeweler has pulled out all the stops, it's because he considers Megève to be the most select and elegant town in France, even ahead of Paris. Only a few prestigious cities like New York or Sydney get to have their trees decorated with thousands of lights. The cost of this crystal-laden marketing operation, 180,000 euros.
It's a significant budget, but it's mainly about the commitment to do things right. We're always in a world where we want things to be done with quality in mind. And we really want it to be a beautiful celebration.
It's really one of the most important events of the year for us because it gives us great visibility in a place that's magical and aligns perfectly with our brand. The town of Megève is like a jewelry box, a sparkling city that's wonderful, bringing dreams and imagination. And there are no dreams without stars. After Adriana Carembeo, it's an actress who will inaugurate this new winter season. Alice Taglioni. Good evening, everyone.
I'm very, very happy tonight. Very, very proud to have been invited for this magnificent Christmas tree. I'm very happy to be back in Megève.
I discovered this town 5 to 6 years ago during a film shoot, and I really loved this warm, family-friendly, and very pleasant town. Well, thank you very much. I wish you all a wonderful evening, and may these 3,000 stars bring you luck. Have a great evening.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The celebration has begun. It will last all winter. The Christmas tree will reign in the square until April. Tonight, no mulled wine. It's free, unlimited champagne for everyone. Over 250 bottles and 120 magnums offered. In this town, particularly loved by stars like Patrick Bruel, Gad Elmaleh, or Raphael and his partner Melanie Thierry, nothing is too good. During the season, Megève's population will grow from 5,000 to 50,000 inhabitants. And to attract the world's wealthiest, the resort has chosen to cultivate a mountain style, but a very chic one. Real estate agencies offer some of the most beautiful chalets in the Alps. Here, the prices of these exceptional properties are calculated in millions of euros. Lucy dreams of a chalet, but in the center of Megève, where there are only small buildings. So this 35-year-old Englishwoman has tasked Olivier, the director of the town's most upscale agency, with finding her a solution.
So Lucy, here we are 50 meters from the gondola lift and we're right in the town center. 50 meters to my right in the heart of downtown.
Great.
Exactly what you're looking for. Let's go.
Lucy and her husband, a trader in London City, will be pleased. The couple's future residence might be nestled on the top floor of this building.
Welcome to this magnificent apartment.
Olivier offers them a unique apartment that resembles a chalet.
What's really interesting about this Pinewood apartment is that we have enormous ceiling heights. So we're in a chalet, without the hassles of snow removal and maintenance, summer and winter.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yes, yes.
And it's huge. 360 square meters with a mezzanine. The apartment is new, furnished in a very modern style, but built in the traditional Megève style. I've seen this wood everywhere in Megève.
It's the old wood, the old wood. We have a belt that somewhat imitates the rising trusses, so we have a frame that's practically unique in Megève for an apartment.
It's exactly what I'm looking for. A bit modern, a bit contemporary, but also typical.
Lucy is charmed here under the roof. What is it? Yes, that's true. The apartment has 4 bedrooms, each with its own bathroom.
We have the master, I'll let you go in, and for the parents, a real little suite. So, an ensuite bedroom where we obviously have the bathroom, shower room, and walk-in closet.
That's very important.
Exactly.
There's not enough space. That's right.
It's perfect.
Lucy and her husband have been visiting alpine resorts for several seasons. They discovered Megève last year, and it was love at first sight, to the point of wanting to invest in a second home.
What do you like about it?
Well, because I'm looking for a town that's lively both in the middle of summer and in the middle of winter.
So I really like Courchevel for skiing, but it's actually a ghost town during the summer.
So I don't really like that.
And I prefer something a bit more family-oriented, a bit more normal life.
Megève has this unique quality of having a village life that you can't find anywhere else. I don't know of any other resort where you can come in November to your chalet and find restaurants and entertainment in the village. And today Megève is renowned for that.
A reputation that comes at a steep price. 7 million euros for this exceptional property. The price of an apartment of the same size in a chic Parisian neighborhood. The amount doesn't seem to scare Lucy. And if I'm interested, what's the next step? What do I do next?
If you're interested, we sign a preliminary contract.
Okay. Because I need to think about it.
I need to come back with my husband.
Olivier's only hope is that Lucy's husband will also fall for the charms of this chalet apartment. A 20-minute horse-drawn carriage ride from the center is Megève's most exclusive neighborhood. Mont d'Arbois is one of the hills overlooking the town. This is where Michel Sardou and Zinedine Zidane chose to buy their chalets. But if all these stars are settling here, it's because there's a family who bet on this place and did everything to attract them. The famous Rothschilds, financiers and bankers among the wealthiest in Europe. Their kingdom, 450 hectares planted with spruce trees, as well as houses, restaurants, and this luxury hotel. It all belongs to them. Here, there's no flashy facade, just 3 chalets housing 24 rooms. To manage it all, Eric single-handedly oversees about 50 housekeepers, all dressed in traditional folk costumes.
Have you finished room number 3? Let's go check.
What attracts wealthy tourists is, of course, 5-star service.
To fluff the pillows.
But above all, it's the very welcoming atmosphere of the place.
You're not in a hotel, you're at the Mont d'Arbois chalet here, and that's what makes our establishment special. You feel at home here.
At home for €500 a night and up to €1,500 for a suite. At this price, you get to experience the Rothschild family's art of living, and that's what people love.
We have a regular clientele who come year after year, both in summer and winter. This high-end clientele is accustomed to quality service in keeping with family tradition, and we have a duty to maintain it.
This tradition isn't new. Frederick, who boasts the impressive title of President of Art de Vivre for the Rothschild Group, considers himself its guardian. It all began in 1920 when Baroness Noémie set her sights on Megève. Her banker husband is extremely wealthy. At 32, she wants to treat herself to a super luxury resort, something new in France.
When Baroness Maurice de Rothschild arrived here, she actually created this hotel you see here, built a golf course, and constructed Megève's first cable car. So she essentially invented the concept of luxury French winter sports here, thanks to her name. People were going to Rothschild's place.
Princess Grace of Monaco, Brigitte Bardot, Sophia Loren, Alain Delon, and Romy Schneider. In just a few years, the resort became the favorite destination for crowned heads and celebrities. Megève, an incredible success story that has inspired other resorts seeking fame. You'll see how it particularly inspired Courchevel, located 80 kilometers away. And how this Savoyard resort has also managed to stand out in attracting the rich and famous. Here there are few chalets. Courchevel chose to focus on hotels, with 14 5-star establishments in the resort. It's the highest concentration of luxury hotels per square meter in the world. They've already won over Victoria and David Beckham and George Clooney. Nightly rates range from 900 to 35,000 euros. To attract guests with such prices, these snow palaces must create excitement each new season. This year, the first to make a move is an institution. The very first 4-star hotel in the resort is opening a brand new 1,100 square meter spa. To inaugurate it, 2 French sports stars, former ski champion Luc Alphand and Clémentine Lucine, double world champion in water skiing. And for the occasion, they're not afraid to get their feet wet. It's the dress rehearsal for the big event planned for the next day.
If someone had told me a few weeks ago that I'd be water skiing indoors, I wouldn't have believed it.
But listen, it's amazing because even in extraordinary spas like this one, you can even ski. It's fantastic. In Courchevel, there are already 32 spas, so they'll do anything to get people talking about them, even managing to water ski across the 17-meter pool.
Prefer.
Challenge accomplished? Well, almost.
I think I've pulled a muscle a bit, I slipped. I've never pulled a muscle before. We'll wait. I slipped on the first step, getting old isn't fun. Luke throws in the towel.
So it's Clementine who gets to enjoy a preview of the place's pleasures alone, like this cabin with its iodized air, reminiscent of the sea. It feels like being in an extremely pleasant cocoon.
The sauna is very, very hot. There's a scent that makes you feel like you're by the sea. It feels like you're breathing in a bit of salt water, and it's incredibly relaxing.
The spa's creators spared no expense. To try and surprise their upscale clientele, they've installed a banya, a Russian-inspired sauna.
You should feel a warm sensation on your body with essential oils.
And saving the best for last, a sensory shower with 4 different programs. Clementine opts for the summer storm. It feels so real.
It's amazing. It's a combination of scents, temperature changes, sounds, and lights. It's extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it.
But what's even more surprising is what's behind the scenes of this state-of-the-art spa. To build it, they had to dig under the ski slope that runs alongside the hotel. 7 months of work were needed to bury it. A true technical feat.
The most impressive part is that they rebuilt the ski run right above it. It's just construction sites, an almost pharaonic project. Rebuilding the road that runs over the ski slope. Well, to check off at the same time, so there's a lot of dreaming going on here.
An €8 million dream straight out of this man's head.
David. David, listen up everyone for a moment.
At 75, Michel Rochdy, the hotel owner, is a professional chef. Caviar cuisine, seafood, he's the first to have bet on gourmet dining at a high-altitude resort. He's got a nose for a good opportunity.
In fact, I'm letting the camera get a whiff.
As a result, his restaurant boasts 2 Michelin stars. That's how Michel has managed to attract celebrities for over 20 years. Julian Clerc, but also Eddie Mitchell. Michel Larocque, Muriel Robin, Laurent Boyer, and even Gérard Jugnot and Daniel Auteuil are all clamoring to dine at his place.
These are people who, thank goodness, are extraordinary stars but have maintained their humility.
And thankfully,
Thanks in part to Michel, Courchevel has gradually transformed into the Saint-Tropez of the snow, and it wasn't a sure thing at the beginning. Created just after the war for winter vacations during paid leave, there was no talk of luxury or stars back then. In 1975, a providential publicity stunt. Valéry Giscard d'Estaing, then President of the Republic, comes to ski in Courchevel. But with its concrete buildings and flat roofs, the resort remains a ski factory. To attract the jet set, Michel and a few friends decide in the 80s to give the resort a more alpine and chic look. Wood everywhere and roofs like the chalets in Megève. The result.
It makes you want to look at the resort. It's certainly a different look, and I emphasize that everyone has something to gain from it. First, beauty. We've become a mountain resort again. Then, well, there were tremendous added values because it allowed a small house to be rebuilt with an extra floor or even 2. We were able to create 8 rooms, which is no small feat, and from above it's quite a different look.
30 years later, this is Courchevel, the meeting place for the world's wealthiest. And luxury hotels are outdoing themselves to attract them. But the resort has grown very quickly and hasn't mastered the art of hospitality like Megève has. So to please the stars and wealthy clients, a woman had an idea that's working very well in the resort's luxury hotels.
Welcome to Club Etiquette.
Please take a seat, teaching good manners to the staff. While the luxury hotel doesn't want to publicize this training, for Marie-Claude, a protocol and etiquette specialist, this is no act.
And now, gentlemen, action. Unbutton your jacket. There, adjust yourself. That's it, like that. You see someone coming. Action. Careful, watch your back. The back is there, the back is there. So 1, 2, 3. Well done, jacket. Step back. There we go. We look, we pull too long, we start over. That's what a gentleman does. We're sitting with our jackets open. Gentlemen are absolutely allowed, like this gentleman, to sit with their jackets open, but as soon as we stand up, the jacket is automatically buttoned. It's a way of saying, I respect you, I'm mindful of my image. And we're familiar with all these gestures, it's fine. You really need to know your clothing well, actually.
The goal of these exercises is to master the codes used by the wealthiest and to feel at ease in any situation.
How do you applaud, Stephanie? You're going to keep your left arm along your body, your neck straight, keep this hand still, and the other hand will clap. And then your face will make appropriate signs of approval.
If Miss Metro is such a perfectionist today, it's because she spent 25 years as a general housekeeper in luxury hotels around the world, interacting with stars and royalty.
I had this experience one day when I was 21 and working as a general housekeeper, and I was fastening Miss Taylor's necklace, Elizabeth Taylor's necklace. And I was shaking, I was sweating, I was really uncomfortable, and I also had to pin a brooch on her chiffon dress, and out of fear and lack of confidence, I tore her dress. And I told myself I was ashamed, really I was ashamed. I told myself one day, I'll have to tell this to young people. I wasted a lot of time, I lost 20 years because I was afraid. There you have it. Recover. Recover. Careful, when you come here, you're really close to the side. Because if you're a bit more over there, I have more room. Let's start again.
For a month, Marie-Claude corrects all her students' gestures until they reach perfection. Denzel, a butler from India, is not out of the woods yet.
How are you going to do it? So it was the other side. The opening is on the left. So you must escort me on the left. Do you understand?
Yes.
Action. Move your feet a little closer together. There you go.
Welcome to your apartment.
There, perfect. Well done. Please.
And the day ends with a short hygiene lesson. Marie-Claude knows no bounds when it comes to serving luxury clientele.
We're in a house that's heated by the floor, surrounded by wood, with fireplaces, plus emotions, plus work, a little fatigue, your throat gets clogged up. The best way is to gargle 2 or 3 times a day. Then, for the previous ones, I recommend 2, one a bit harder, one a bit softer in their cases to protect them. And you're going to brush from the gum to the tooth, from bottom to top, but also inside the cheek. You're going to clean the inside of your cheeks. And afterwards, what I recommend is to wash your tongue, scrape your tongue, always with boiled water or often with plain water. So you scrape all the taste buds on your tongue to make them a nicer, less pink color. I'm going to give you a little toothpick to work your gums well so they become a bit pinker, which will make your smile brighter.
Marie-Claude will return next year to see the progress made by her students. Those who fail to integrate these lessons may well be dismissed. Back at Michelle's for the spa's opening night, a grand party for which nearly 500 guests have made the trip. But also several television channels. Luc Alphon is obviously part of it, as is former cyclist Richard Virac and Patrick Sabatier, who has come to act as master of ceremonies.
A few months ago, he told me, one day I'm going to do something big. I thought it was already huge. No, I'm going to do something big. What do you mean already? You'll see.
Come on, let's go!
A beautiful slide, and Michel is so pleased with the show that he jumps into the water.
Great place. A bit hot though. They had to turn off the heating because it's over 30 degrees here. So it's a fantastic place here in Courchevel with an amazing spa.
Fabulous. Ah, yes, you've seen his journey.
It's awesome. Is it worth 8 million euros?
Michel has given himself 2 years to recoup this huge investment. Meanwhile, that evening, the champagne flowed freely. Risotto, truffles, sophisticated verrine, oysters. Once again, the two-star chef has spared no expense. To keep attracting VIPs, Courchevel has embarked on a real race to outdo itself. Faced with this new competitor who managed to develop so quickly, MGF had to react. Its response? Boutiques that uphold the resort's tradition. Ultra-elegant luxury stores you won't find anywhere else. This is one of the reasons why Jean settled in this village for the ultra-wealthy. That was 22 years ago. This 60-something with a resemblance to Jean-Paul Belmondo. Yet he's a millionaire. In 1988, he was the one who won the first super lottery jackpot. At the time, it was a little over 2 million euros.
Hello, Mark. Hello, Carol. How are you? Yes, 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 at least for me.
At 62, Jean, the lottery millionaire, still tries his luck every week. But today, it's just for fun.
I would have given what they gave me almost 24 years ago. We have the pleasures we give ourselves. But I'm still happy when I win a little.
Jean has become a man of independent means. He no longer needs to work for a living. He now lives in a chalet worth 5 million euros.
Fate has given me many times more than I asked for. Well, I've got a big chalet with 200 square meters of living space. It's true that for Megève, it's very appreciable. I can't really complain. For me, life here, that's for sure. The glittering shops, it's pleasant.
And there's one that Jean really likes, a must-visit in Megève. The owners have been here for 3 generations, and Jean feels almost at home here.
Good morning, sir and madam. Hello, how are you? And you? Best wishes, Happy New Year, yes, yes.
Dubbed the Snow Tailors, Antoine and his family made their fortune thanks to an invention, the ski fuseau. It was grandfather Armand, a tailor by trade, who came up with the idea in 1930. Having become a star on the slopes, the fuseau has gone around the world. Since then, the house has created a true luxury brand, a must-visit for Caroline of Monaco or former models Inès de la Fressange and Claudia Schiffer when they come skiing. Here, everything is specially created by French and Italian artisans, the ultimate in luxury. The clothes are then altered to fit the customer's measurements, as tradition dictates.
Before coming to live here, I used to buy my clothes in supermarkets. Jeans and a simple jacket, but not a jacket, more like a cheap coat, you might say. Well, in Megève, one can afford something else.
We have people who travel from Geneva or other ski resorts to see us in Megève, eat in a fine restaurant where we deliver their alterations after the meal, and then leave. At the end of the day...
That day, Jean left the store with 2 shirts and a pair of pants, all for almost 1,000 euros. The lottery millionaire was prudent.
See you soon and thank you.
Well, goodbye then. Goodbye, have a nice day, goodbye.
But others are capable of spending fortunes in just a few minutes.
So this is a very, very beautiful piece. It's mink. We're at over 10,000 euros.
Surprise! The boutique's best seller isn't a fur, but a slipper, made entirely of sheepskin. At 135 euros a pair, Antoine sells several hundred a year.
We sell at least 400 pairs a year. There are many chalets, and when people move into their chalet, they come to the shop and buy 7, 8, 10 pairs of slippers for the whole family, and then for guests. It's been a real bestseller for the house for 20 years.
And to ensure that customers keep coming back, Antoine has pulled out all the stops. It's pure luxury, but as always in Megève, it's understated.
As you can see, there's no snow on the sidewalk because it's heated. In Megève, we fully embrace the luxury aspect of the resort, and we don't try to sugarcoat it to make it look better than it is. We keep it real. And the mountain is beautiful.
It's a regular who hums in his aging 4x4 who has also managed to take advantage of Megève's assets. Emmanuel Renault is a restaurateur who lives by the motto, live happily, live hidden. Who would guess that behind this large wooden chalet lost in the mountains lies a 2-star restaurant? Tipped to soon earn a 3rd star. This could become the best gastronomic destination in the Alps. Inside, the sleek decor is very contemporary, as is the chef's cuisine. Here, the tasting menu, a sequence of 11 dishes, is priced at €147 without wine.
The coulis is too thick, it's been fixed.
For Emmanuel, only Megève could guarantee the mountain lifestyle he aspired to. And the ultra-chic clientele capable of paying that kind of bill.
It's true that in my case, I've found a nice compromise between a seasonal village and one that's alive year-round, with real activity and distinct seasons. Because when you only have 4 or 5 months of winter, you have a cuisine that's, let's say, limited in scope. Armel.
Armel, one of his regular customers who has become a friend. Despite his 2 stars, the chef wants to keep his kitchen open and maintain a relaxed atmosphere.
It's no joke.
I didn't want to be pushed around.
And it's a constant parade during service. Nano is the owner of the most exclusive place in the village. Having been established here for 34 years, he perfectly sums up Megève's recipe for success. And for him, this makes it the top destination in the Alps.
I always say with a laugh and a wink. We're not a winter sports resort, we're a beautiful mountain village that happens to have skiing facilities. We're not competing with resorts like Val d'Isère or even Courchevel. I'm going to make a very telling comparison. I have many friends in Courchevel who sell the same bottles of champagne and wine as we do here in Megève. When I say the same bottles, I mean the same appellation, same vintage, so really something comparable. They sell them for 3 to 4 times more than we do. On the other hand, we have customers. I've been here for 34 years, and we've been seeing some of our customers regularly for 34 years. That's a solid customer base. In Courchevel, they see them for a year or 2, and then they disappear. They're poker players who've won a lot of money and come to splurge as if they're at a casino.
To continue attracting stars and wealthy people rather than big spenders, even the smallest old and authentic places have become trendy spots. That's how Nano transformed a remote farm at the end of a mountain road into a genuine VIP hangout. You don't come here by chance, you have to be in the know. Inside these century-old walls, celebrities can dine and party undisturbed.
This part used to be the stable where the horses were kept. The horses' entrance was over there. Right here. It's a bar now, but this used to be the living room. I want places to be authentic, for everything here to feel like it's always been here. We do away with pretentiousness all year round. That's why these famous people love being here. Because what you see there on the ceiling, the beams are original. It's a place that has always been alive. There's a soul here, just like in Megève. Megève, as I've already said, has a soul. It's a place that's alive. It wasn't manufactured for tourists.
And it seems to be working, judging by the number of mementos Nano has pinned on his wall.
These are people who come regularly, friends, famous people, and lesser-known ones. We know them. Elie Semoun, Bob Sinclair, Gad Elmaleh, all regulars.
Among its regulars are Zinedine Zidane, Patrick Bruel, Christian Clavier and Marianne Chazelle, Patricia Cass, Véronique Geneste, and even Jacques Chirac.
They're welcomed in a warm and friendly manner, as if they were at home.
While Courchevel can't compete with Megève's history and tradition of hospitality, the resort has banked on its 600 kilometers of slopes and especially on foreign visitors. But not just any foreigners, the world's new wealthy, particularly Russians. They're Courchevel's biggest clients. They alone account for half of its annual revenue. They also make the ski instructors fortunes. There are over 1,000 in the resort, a record. It's 9 a.m. and Lucas, 25 years old, is about to start work. But first, this ski instructor has to pick up his client. Because here, group lessons aren't very popular. Lucas heads to one of the resort's finest luxury hotels. Everything is designed to save the clientele from unnecessary fatigue or wasted time.
So actually, there are small room numbers here that correspond to the guests' room numbers, and all the skis are neatly arranged by room number and prepared like this by the hotel's ski valets every morning. So I position my skis right next to those of my clients, just as they should be, to keep everything tidy.
And there's no question of cluttering up the hotel lobby. When students are late, as is the case for Lucas this morning, the instructors wait in a separate room.
It's all good.
And so here we have a ski room reserved for the instructor, right here. Hello, gentlemen.
So here's the ski room reserved for the instructor with the small camera overlooking the client's ski room to see when our clients arrive.
In 5 to 10 minutes, I think he'll be here, actually. Sometimes we have to wait until noon or even 12:30 from time to time. And I think those are special cases where the client has been partying. There, the client has just arrived. Let's go.
Like all instructors, Lucas is paid 400 euros per day. But what makes the difference here are the tips, up to an additional 20%. That's why Lucas takes such good care of his young client. Alex is 15 years old and of course he's Russian. He's the son of a wealthy banking family. Lucas will offer him a tailor-made lesson, doing everything to exceed his expectations and please him.
So let's go. He's ready right there waiting for us.
He's getting impatient, so we need to hurry.
Alex, he's turning.
The wealthiest Russians often hire their instructor by the week. Lucas is lucky. He's been booked for 15 days, and it's in Tolstoy's language that he constantly corrects the teenagers' movements. Despite the falls, young Alex seems delighted with the lesson.
Yeah, it's really good.
To secure this very generous luxury clientele, Lucas didn't hesitate to go back to studying. This summer, I went to Moscow myself, to the university in Moscow to learn all the grammar and the basics of the language.
It's always an additional asset, and indeed it's because I work in Courchevel that I was led to learn Russian.
Being able to teach skiing in Russian leads to better work and better earnings during the ski season. And that's not the only advantage, because after giving ski lessons, the instructors benefit from the generosity of their students, whom they stay with all day.
Almost every lunchtime when we're engaged like this, we have lunch with clients in special, quite luxurious places.
This time, Lucas will spend his lunch break in one of Courchevel's two most famous high-altitude restaurants. A place favored by stars such as British actor Ewan McGregor or the couple Victoria and David Beckham. But from the beginning of January, this chalet becomes the meeting place for all Russian billionaires. Among them, Roman Abramovich, owner of the famous Chelsea football club, and Mikhail Prokhorov. Big spenders who splash out here lavishly but discreetly. Our camera was not allowed to film them. It's become a Courchevel tradition. Every year on January 6th, 20,000 Russians gather in their favorite resorts to celebrate Orthodox Christmas. And given the economic impact of this ultra-wealthy clientele, nightclubs bend over backwards to please them. It's 2 p.m. And in this party mecca, all the staff are already on high alert. This is the favorite spot of the Russian jet set, and tables have been booked for months. Russian Christmas is the biggest night of the year. Generally, for Russian Christmas, they all stick together. So it's open. And to make his prestigious clients feel at home, tonight the DJ will share the decks with a special guest from Moscow. The concept for the evening is simple.
I've got a DJ I'm going to welcome later called Jestelish, who's Russian.
I'll be mixing with him, and of course we'll be focusing on Russian music that they enjoy, since it's their Christmas.
They're patriotic. They like to have their music with their own vocals. It's not about English or France and its streets. However, it's good dance music, it's well produced, it's nice.
Glamorous costumes, music, and above all, champagne. Tonight, as every year, it's a competition to see who will spend the biggest fortune on vintage bottles.
Not even close.
It's the old Russian habit of having huge ones. That's why Stefan, the club owner, personally checks that each table has a basin filled with fresh snow.
Because the bigger they are, the more profitable they are.
We put the champagne bottles in there. Jeroboam Magnum Methuselah. I don't know, but he sells them and it's expensive.
For an evening like this, it's very expensive.
Bottles ranging from 2 to 6 liters that can cost up to 15,000 euros each, with bills often exceeding 30,000 euros per table. The clubs are fine-tuning their preparations, but the whole resort is decking itself out in Russian colors. For Alain, Courchevel's entertainment manager, it's the most important day of the season.
The Russian holiday season is truly a time not to be missed. First, because they're eagerly anticipating it, and then Russian Christmas has something magical about it. You'll see tonight, it's really quite something.
Here's my translator. To make this evening a success, Alain has called on Christina, a true Russian who has been coming to the resort for 10 years. Since December 31st, the whole resort has been filled with nothing but Russians.
99%. Because we've been here for a few days, and all we hear is Russian being spoken.
Let's go down.
And so it's nice like this, we feel a bit like we're in Red Square but in Courchevel. That's why Courchevel celebrates Christmas multiple times. While a plywood Kremlin is being set up at the bottom of the slopes, Alain is going to check that the choir responsible for tonight's entertainment has arrived. Hello.
Best wishes.
So, choristers,
Nothing can stop us. We climb, we open, we face it.
I see.
You're the heart and soul of the team. We're counting on you.
Breathe.
Everything depends on you now.
12 French singers who will perform the Orthodox Christmas repertoire. Leading them is Helena, who has done everything to make her choir look more Russian than nature itself.
Alors, Elena.
Elena is, of course, Russian. And she never goes unnoticed.
The French, they have all learned Russian specifically for this occasion, and they can translate it too. So it is a great success for me, because they really speak without an accent, they sing incredibly well, and the Russians can understand that it is French.
But for Alain, the preparations are far from over. After the choir, he is perfecting the highlight of the show, Santa's descent into the heart of the resort.
at 5:45 p.m. the snow groomers will set off, and when we see them arrive, that is when we start the music.
Okay.
Total cost of these festivities, 20,000 euros paid by Courchevel. The price to ensure that this wealthy clientele right here does not want to spend Christmas elsewhere.
We are still taking the necessary steps to create beautiful things in Courchevel, and I would even say in comparison to other resorts.
We need to stand out as well. In Megève, there is no question of a Russian Christmas. But to try and attract the high-end international clientele, the resort had an idea. Capitalize on its village image. Lisa, the blonde, and Verna, the brunette. 30 years old and twin sisters, they decided to take advantage of it. They have become wedding planners, specializing in organizing winter weddings in Megève. Regular visitors to the resort for 15 years, they know all the charms of the town.
It is true that in our suitcase we always pack our ski suit and a little evening dress when we come here.
Having just arrived at the resort to prepare for a big wedding planned for the end of the month, they are making the rounds of their merchant friends, looking for one last original idea.
How are you? Hello, Philippe, how are you?
Yes.
We just looked at this. It is really nice.
Philippe is the biggest jeweler in town. He is presenting a new item that might interest the twins.
It is the Brazilian artist who works directly on site, making bracelets for us and working them directly with pliers without soldering.
That is fantastic. That means a customer can come and leave with their jewelry.
And when you leave, he makes something custom for you, creates jewelry in gold or silver, and in just a few minutes, he makes the jewelry of your dreams.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It could be great for our weddings.
Quick-made jewelry for about 100 euros each. These are Megève's latest tricks in romantic gift-giving. Thank you.
Yes, you've seen a bit, it's nice.
We're talking about a little gift. It's pleasant.
The idea is to always be a bit avant-garde, to always offer things that are a little offbeat, and to be the first to try and surprise our clientele.
This is indeed one of the reasons for Megève's success, increasingly on an international scale. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
The next day, we meet Lisa and Verna at the base of the Rochebrune cable car. This morning, skiing is out of the question. They've come for a scouting trip. To make their client's wedding successful, the twins need to suggest the most surprising and romantic locations in the resort.
Great.
A wedding with about 100 guests. Lisa and Verna have set their sights on a high-altitude restaurant.
I've just retrieved what the client sent with the table numbers. Ah, yes, very good. That way we'll give it to Laurent when we arrive. So all the seating arrangements are already done. We've checked that. It's good. It's good for him. He knows the place anyway.
But when organizing a mountain wedding, there are details that matter more than elsewhere.
How much time do we already have to get up there? Let's look at that for the guests afterwards. We should also, I've noted it down, provide some blankets. We should also look into putting blankets in the cable car cabins. Because the last cable car is at 4 a.m., 4 o'clock. Okay.
A few months ago, an American press agency ranked Megève as the 5th most beautiful wedding destination in the world. Behind Hawaii and just ahead of New York. But the twins had already sensed this opportunity long ago.
Our friends around us were getting married, and then we thought, wait, remember last New Year's Eve? Why not have a wedding here? That would be great. And from hosting regular parties, we thought we should offer this for weddings. And it's true that it was so magical. The snow, the pine trees, the horse-drawn carriages, the sleighs, all of it creates a whole universe. We thought it would be perfect for winter weddings.
Oops.
Loaded.
Hello, Laurent.
This time, Lisa and Verna are handling the wedding of a French expatriate couple. They've organized everything.
Let's take a look at how it's coming together. So these are really the Cura colors for the wedding, gold and white.
Decoration, catering, and venue selection, all for a total amount ranging from 30,000 to 50,000 euros. Including the services of the two organizers. The price of a beautiful fairy tale.
Because it's true that being able to get married like this is really a dream come true. In a white, enchanting landscape. I think that nowadays, couples are looking for something different and original for their weddings. So I think that's really what weddings are all about today as well. If it snows on top of that, I find that clients are often even happier than when it's sunny. When they go outside and there are snowflakes, I say, well, this is it. We're truly in the mountain wedding universe now.
In the end, the twins' wedding couple got lucky. On their wedding day, it snowed beautifully. Last year, about 40 weddings were celebrated in Megève. Back to Courchevel, where the Russian season is making the resort's fortune. And the festivities have just begun. Elena and Sakura open the ball in front of nearly 500 compatriots. And between mulled wine and Orthodox chants, the Russians seem to appreciate the attention that the entire resort is giving them. Meanwhile, Alain, the resort's host, is a bit anxious about missing his cue. Music, music, and there we go, it's happening. He's determined to make Santa Claus appear at just the right moment, no matter what.
The highlight of Russian Christmas, the arrival of Santa Claus.
In the midst of an impressive fireworks display, the man in red makes his descent, escorted by 100 ski instructors. A way for them to thank the Russians for being such good customers.
Welcome.
It's the beginning of one of the biggest parties of the season. Nearly 20,000 people will be celebrating New Year's Eve at the same time. Tonight, the resort belongs to them.
La Courchevel, la Russian people, thank you. Привет.
In the most exclusive club, the atmosphere goes wild as soon as the evening starts. It's a parade of champagne bottles throughout the nightclub. The billionaires are also present. The club's security team is on high alert. The famous businessman Mikhail Prokhorov is here. As usual, he's going to spend lavishly. Once again this year, with its 10th Russian Christmas, Courchevel has shown just how much the resort values its extremely wealthy tourists.